What's up, New Hope here, students? Today we're going to be talking about fighting for peace. And so first, before we start, I'm just going to read a Bible passage. And it's out of James. It's James 3:17 through 18. And it says, "But the wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere. Peacemakers who sow in peace reap a harvest of righteousness." So now we're going to ask these guys some scenarios about what it means to be fighting for peace. If I decide what your answer isn't what I'm looking for, you will be given a punishment that we'll tell you what it is, or you can decide to take the alternative, but you don't get to know what that is.
So you decide?
I decide.
Hopefully he likes me better than he likes you.
I do.
Just remember who you work for. I'm just saying. So, all right.
All right.
I don't
So
know what I've got myself into.
the first question I have for you is: you are at the dinner table, and it's Thanksgiving, so you're with all your family.
Okay.
And you bring up the subject of COVID, and one of your family members responds aggressively attacking your opinion on COVID. How do you respond to them?
Who wants to answer?
Pastor Mike, you can go first.
But I don't want to answer first. Oh, okay. What do I want to do, or what do I do?
How do you respond?
How do I respond? Well, I want to tell them that they're stupid. That's not what I do, but that's what I want to do.
All right.
Isn't that what you're looking for?
All right, Anna.
All right.
What would you do?
What would I do?
But we're leaving that in.
What would I do? Well, if it's my family, I can think of the family member that it would be. You probably can too.
I
can't
can
you?
too. Oh yeah, in
Yeah.
a heartbeat.
I would. In that case, I would disagree with them, and we
It would
just
get
see where the
nowhere.
conversation, and
I'm
I would
saying
get nowhere.
it would get nowhere.
Yeah. And I'd hit a wall.
Okay. All right,
That's
Anna.
what I would do.
I would probably sit there in quiet rage.
Quiet rage. Wow.
It's the scariest of all rage.
It is.
Mhm.
It is. Yes.
Is that your full answer?
Yeah,
Oh
pretty
my-
much.
All right.
What I would want to do is leave the room as quickly as possible and make it all go away, because I really don't like conflict, and I can guarantee you I'd have the biggest adrenaline rush, be shaky, and all of that. Probably what I would do is try and be a peacemaker and probably change the subject.
I want to answer for you, but
Okay, what would I do?
yeah, you would change the subject.
I would change the subject.
See, I know you.
Yes, I would. Like I say,
So do I get points for answering for her?
No.
No.
Darn it.
Especially since I answered it first. You just confirmed it.
What we were looking for is like someone who, or like your response to them is more of like respecting their opinion, but de-escalating the whole situation. So sitting in quiet rage is probably not the best way to do that. So I'm gonna have to pick that one as our big
All right.
Sorry.
Anna bailed you out, Pastor Mike.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
good. That was good. I appreciate
All
that.
right, Isaiah.
So, your first option is you can eat a handful of spaghetti, or you can take the unknown punishment.
The mystery punishment.
Well, since I can't eat spaghetti, I might take the unknown punishment.
All right. So the unknown punishment is taking 2 shots of Tang out of a little bottle, pure concentrate. It'll be wonderful.
They're clicking that as well.
2 shots. Like,
That's
like
the taste of
Tang?
my childhood, so I would probably have been okay with that. Here you go.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
What is 2 shots? Like
Yeah.
drops?
2 sprays
2
right in your
squirts.
mouth.
Straight into the mouth.
Okay.
All right, here we go. We need to focus on her face.
I'm a little worried it's gonna be worse than I think it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, that's a
Ooh,
big
that's one.
shot.
That's one.
Okay.
Woo, it's
It's got a bite. It's got a bite.
She committed to that. I mean, you committed.
Are your eyes watering?
It was fine, and then it was really, really sour.
Oh.
Now it's really sweet again.
Poor boy.
Alright.
Now our hands are shaking.
Yeah. And your tongue's orange.
I think I'd have preferred the spaghetti.
Oh, makes me think of my grandma.
All right, are you guys ready for the next one?
Now I'm more nervous.
All right, so the scenario for this one is you're fighting with a friend. All right, so one of your friends starts a rumor about you that's not true, and now everyone believes it. So you go to talk with your friend. What do you say?
Who's going first?
Kylie can go first. This time.
Oh, sure. Okay. That's hard. That is really hard. Again, I'd probably have the adrenaline rush because I really hate having those conversations. But I have had that conversation before because, as much as I hate conflict, I know that, yeah, you gotta have hard conversations. I would probably just lay out what I had heard for a rumor and ask what the situation was, if that was true. Probably try to help them understand. I mean, that really hurt. What was behind that? That's probably what I would do.
Good answer. All right.
Everybody's
Anna?
nodding their heads.
That's probably not what I would do, but all right. Anna, yeah.
That's why it's the winning
You don't get punished. So
Yeah, I'm
you do.
good.
Who's next?
Anna will be.
Oh, we're on that.
Yep.
What would I do?
Sit in silent rage.
She's not gonna answer that one again.
That's really hard. I feel like I would probably just try to ask them like what happened and what I heard and get to the truth of like why they did what they did. And then after that, I'm not quite sure what I would do, to be honest. Like, if they were like, oh, I'm just, doing this because I wanted to hurt you, then I probably would just walk away and not want to talk to them for a while.
I say that's kind of the key is what you do afterwards because it's really
Yeah.
hard not to, I mean, even if you've dealt with it, depending on how that went, to not feel
Yeah.
kind of betrayed and I don't really want to be around you. Yeah.
So read it to me again, because I was listening to them, so I didn't listen. I wasn't listening to you.
One of your friends starts a rumor about you that's not true,
Okay, that's
and now
not good.
everyone believes it. So you go to talk with your friend and see what do you say to them.
So, what do I want to say, or what do I say?
What do you?
Okay, because we all want to say the same answer as last time. You're stupid, right? I think for me, one of the things I would do is I would say, hey, can we meet? And I would try and meet like in a public place because it's a little bit safer to talk and we'll kind of de-escalate. And I'd say, here's what I heard. And here's how it made me feel. And we'd see where the conversation goes from there.
Okay. All right. So
Was that a pastor answer?
That was kind of a
was.
pastor
Yeah.
answer.
what I was looking for in this one is first again like de-escalating the situation, but also going at it in a way of like, is this really what happened? Like, did you actually start this rumor? And so I think, sorry, Anna.
I can still taste the sugary
You're
death.
the only one that didn't ask them or like confront them if it was true. You're
Yeah.
kind of just,
I did.
no, you just
I
went
thought I
in
said
kind of
that.
like,
No?
Don't
Oh, okay.
know.
you just kind of went
He's-
in there
he's
going,
like the
this is
Supreme Court of
everything.
this.
I
You
feel like
don't
he's
get to argue.
picking on me.
I say we're having
If
a
I
little
missed it, I
conflict
missed it, but I already
resolution
picked you as a loser.
Well,
So.
shoot. All right, give me the options.
All right, so the first option is you can drink a jar full of pickle juice, or you can take the
Thank you
alternative.
that this wasn't me.
What's on the
I'll take the mystery, I guess, again.
You're brave.
So,
Pickle juice.
the mystery is Pastor Mike has to eat
What?
the jar full of
Okay.
pickles.
No, not like the whole jar.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, the whole
just the
time.
whole jar.
Are they dill?
It's only a few servings,
You
you'll be
just have
fine.
to deal with it. Haha.
You know what one of the foods is that I absolutely hate?
Probably pickles.
Yeah, hand me one.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I'll help.
Awful.
They're great. Love pickles.
Hey, that's sharing.
Sharing as punishment.
But I love pickles.
Do you need a bucket, Pastor Mike?
Oh, I hate pickles.
We're gonna need at least a couple more.
And then you get to do your
What kind of pickles are
fun time.
Zesty dill.
Oh, zest.
Yeah, and a little bit of spice too. Thank you very much.
We know you love
Another one.
spice.
Those are good.
I like spice.
They're awesome. I love them.
Ooh.
I'm not pickle man.
Just remember, this is Anna's fault.
If Anna would have given a better answer, you wouldn't have had to do
Yeah.
it.
Mr. Mike, is that some quiet rage I sense?
Mm, that's
I'll
horrible.
take your last one for you.
Well, it's nice of you, but
There's more than one left.
yeah,
Yeah.
they said I had to do at least this many. Oh, there's a little bit of kick to those.
It's good for you.
My Norwegian sensibility does not like spice.
It's not really spicy.
Oh, it is.
Not at all.
Spicy.
All right, good job, Pastor Mike.
Yay.
Thanks for using me. Do you want to chase it with some?
Do
That's better. That's better than that. Oh. All right. Well, we've been talking about what it means to be peacemakers, and of course, the big question is, what does it mean to be a peacemaker? One of the things that the passage that Isaiah read to us is it tells us that peace isn't something that just happens. We are called as followers of Jesus to be peacemakers. In other words, it's something we need to do. We need to go out into our relationships, into our friendships, and we need to be the people who bring the peace, that we make peace. I've still got pickles. We make peace in these situations. So let's just think about it this week in terms of 3 different areas. One, think of social media, whatever social media you're on. Think of if you were to post something and someone posts something in response that just flames you, that just ticks you off and you want to respond. You have an opportunity to bring peace to that situation or to inflame it. And if you're a follower of Jesus, what are you going to bring? What are you going to make in that situation? Are you going to make more problems or are you going to make peace? Or how about gossip? We talked about gossip. You hear a secret about someone and you think it's really, really funny and you want to tell someone or tell several people, but you know if it would get back to that person, it would really be embarrassing. And I think one of the keys is to think about how would you want them to bring peace to you in that situation. So you treat them the same way that you would want them to treat you. Or maybe you're on a team and someone on your team screws up. Do you berate them? Do you make fun of them? And I know there's moments we have fun with it, but how do you bring peace into the situation? So think about one of those 3, and this week, let's go be peacemakers.